My lord, first, my lord would kindly take up order dated 22/8/2023.
The order dated 12/12/24, the last order.
There is an order dated 22nd of August 2023. Kindly, my lord, take that up.
Yes.
My lord, the second page, my lord, point 6. May I place it? We have noted that in the report, the investigating officer has mentioned that the CCTV footage of Bajbat police station could not be provided, as it was informed that during the period CCTV camera was not in working condition. This is a serious matter. Note of by the Director General of Police, and a directive to be issued throughout the state to ensure that the CCTV cameras which have been installed in the various police stations are functional with the appropriate recording device. A report in this regard shall be submitted by the respondent on the next date. She has the report. This is an order dated 23rd of August 2023.
Now, my lord, for that reason, my lord, kindly gives us 7 days time, my lord. We shall file. A report has been filed earlier, my lord. Thereafter, my lord,
There is this report pursuant to the order dated 22nd August.
No, the status report was filed, my lord, earlier, my lord.
This no report has been filed. Any private citizen would have been held up in contempt for violating a direction of this honorable court.
16/12/24, my lord, a report has been filed.
See, this police station is not somewhere in Timbuktu.
No,
Report area.
in terms of the order, my lord.
There will be wild animals jumping inside.
No, my lord. No, my lord. On 16, my lord, a report was filed. This is not that it was not filed.
No.
On 16/12.
There is no report as per the order.
So, my lord, kindly, my lord, on 12th order, lordship will find, my lord, on 12th order, my lord, let a affidavit in opposition to the report submitted by the petitioners be taken on record. So,
It is different. This direction is a standalone direction.
yes, in terms of that direction, my lord, it has been circulated to all the police stations, my lord, with regard to the CCTV. So that's what, my lord, I'm saying, my lord. Give me 7 days time, my lord. I will submit everything to his lordship. That is, lordship's order has been carried out. And
that is your instruction.
Lordship. So that's what, my lord, I'm saying, my lord. We have already prepared a list of dates and everything, my lord, so that I can submit before his lordship. It will be easier for his lordship to take up.
The thing is, merely because the matter is not listed,
Yes, ma'am.
it doesn't mean that you need not file the
No, we have done. We have, my lord, so far the compliance of that part is concerned, my lord, that has been complied with. I have instruction on that regard. And London Honorable has instructed all the police stations, my lord, to do the needful, but accordingly it has been done.
No, as per the department's note on 26 September 2023, you have not filed the report.
But so far one report is concerned, my lord. This is 16/12/24, my lord. May I come back to his lordship? A week's time may be given, my lord. I shall furnish everything to his lordship. That the order of his lordship has been complied with, and other parts also, my lord.
Why do you require a direction in a repetition? This is police administration.
It has been.
You always say it is my state subject. And how do you handle your state?
I am not saying anything with regard to that. Only, my lord, I am seeking some more time, so
may I come to the second part of my submission? Lordship would kindly take up the status report. It is in this format, my lord. It has been filed by the state. My lord, kindly comes to the last page, very last page of that report. My lord, the first paragraph, the second paragraph from the top, it starts with, it is also noted. Lordship, have got it, my lord? Oh, it is second last page. I'm sorry. Second last page. Second last page. Second last page. It is also noted, after going through the medical report, that all the 4 UTPs, as mentioned, were drug addicts. Lordship kindly notes, and showed withdrawal syndrome since they have not had any access to drugs in the correctional home. However, in respect of 4 UTPs, it has been seen that the BCCH has shifted, this is Barupur Central Correctional Home, shifted the patients immediately to their hospital wards when they fell ill for providing necessary medical treatment, and when their health deteriorated, they were shifted to Barupur Subdivision Hospital for better management and treatment. In the case of all the 4 UTPs, all were provided medical treatment in Barupur Subdivision Home, and among them UTP such and such were admitted, etc., etc. So, my lord, it is the case of the state that they were all drug addicts. Now, my lord, it is their report. I am not relying on any of my document. Now, lordship comes to page 3 of that report. Page 2, they have divided into parts. Page 2 is 1 UD case 175, which is of Abdul Razzaq Diwan. Now, the third page, the second paragraph, starting from the extract copies of the general diary, my lord. Lordship has got it, my lord. The third page, the extract copies. Now, my lord, in that paragraph, 4 lines from the bottom, the medical officer also indicated that he was addicted to drugs. So, my lord, the medical officer supports that he was addicted to drugs. Now, my lord, time comes to the next page, last paragraph. Meanwhile, the State Forensic Science Laboratory, Belgacia, Kolkata, the chemical examinations report states that the presence of any toxic substance could not be detected in the contents of the exhibits at the stage of forensic toxicology examination. Number 1.
No. The report says they are addicted. The report doesn't say they have consumed. So probably he's been a regular user. On the date when the forensic toxicology examined, by then he was admitted in the hospital.
He was admitted in the hospital, my lord. Usually, the traces of the drug remains in the blood for a very long time.
I don't think so.
So if that not be so, my lord, let them file a report with regard to every person. No drug has been found in their system.
Probably over because of long-term usage, vital organs might have been affected. And the cause of death is shown as natural cause. There is nothing, no external injuries reported in the postmortem report.
No. My lord, kindly, I have annexed the 2 postmortem reports. One, my lord, in the page 14 of the report, with regard to page 14 is the third last page of the report. They have not paginated it, unfortunately. Third last page of the report. My lord, just but see the middle paragraph. The CCTV starting with CCTV footage of Moheshtola PS. 3 lines from the bottom. Further, such injuries also could not be sufficient to infest lung. The magisterial inquiry report is also of the view that there seems nothing unnatural so far as to the death of UTP Shahidul Munshi is concerned. This is the magisterial report. Lordship would kindly take up page 23 of the writ petition where this Shahidul's postmortem report has been annexed.
No. Who is this Laskar? Jayul Laskar. In that report, there's no page number.
No, my lord, the page 14, the third last page of the report. The fourth last page. Fourth na third? Third. So third last page. Third last page. The paragraph starting from the CC foot.
But cause of death is antemortem injuries.
And the magistrate is saying that the death is natural. My lord, it's something, my lord, my humble submission is very wrong somewhere.
In this report, I'll come to leave alone the first page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Page 10. You have to count the pages.
Page 10.
The paragraph starting the postmortem of the deceased Jayul Laskar.
Yes.
It says so much of external injury.
Yes. Yes. And the magistrate is saying that the death is of natural cause.
Right. Now this is this person. Then who? What about Abdul Razak Dewan?
My lord, Abdul Razak Dewan.
Where is the postmortem?
Yes, my lord. Abdul Razak, number 1. Number 1, it's page 3, Lordship will find. Abdul Razak Dewan.
We could not get hold of the PM report of this person. The state has not provided a copy till date before this honorable court.
But here also the department says, postmortem report says, collected could be learned that there were aberrations on certain parts of the body, including the left elbow, left twist, exclusion, so on, so on, so on. On dissection, it was mentioned that there was extraction of blood from certain parts of the body, including upper part of the posterior chest wall, right elbow. Injury shows evidence of vital reaction. And the inquest over the dead body of so and so also noted.
Also done.
Pieces almost all part of the upper body. Swelling in the back of the neck and the right eye was red. Then what about Kokon Khan?
Next page, my lord. The inquest over the dead body is also there, my lord.
And postmortem of the
Page 24 of the writ petition is the postmortem report.
Aberrations and black marks in both the hands, dark marks in the ankle region, both the legs, injury on the left knee, apparent blood mark, yellowish discharge on the mouth, or
Total 39 injuries.
all injuries showed evidence of vital reaction. And this Jawil Laskar also. Then Saidul Munshi.
Yes, my lord. Shahidul Munshi is last, Lordship.
Aberrations, upper body, lower back, chest, abdominal walls, lacerated wound to the right posterior abdominal walls also.
Total 26 injuries. I have annexed this postmortem report, page 23.
All injuries were antemortem, occurred 2 to 3 days before death. What was the prayer in the repetition?
My lord, we have in the writ petition, my lord, we have prayed for, my lord, prayer A is with regard to the investigation by the Central Bureau of Investigation, my lord.
That can't be done.
Alternatively, my lord, a constitution of a committee headed by honorable retired judge of this honorable court to inquire into the
That
death.
also cannot be done. What else to be done?
My lord, lordship has the power to direct the CBI to inquire. This is a case of custodial death, my lord, because the police authorities will protect themselves.
We don't propose to do. If you know the reason, you know it yourself.
My lord. And my lord, may a seat be constituted, my lord.
What to do then? This is if the state police have done it right, but they have already sent it to the criminal investigation department, and their report itself shows cause of death is injuries 2 to 3 days before they passed.
Because of the withdrawal system, my lord, because they are all drug addicted.
No, maybe drug addict. They didn't fall down, roll, go and bang their head on the floor.
And lordship,
The
and lordship,
postmortem report says
and lordship will be shocked to see from their report how many times.
and the CID at what are the inspector of police CID? But the report, that report, right? She shows the cause of death is not due to The allegation. Probably the withdrawal symptoms might have caused some problem in the vital organs. That's not the cause of death. Because as per the CAD report, which is elaborately extracted the postmortem report, shows that extensive external injuries, bleeding wounds, scalp was broken, forearm was broken. It was kept pending, awaiting the chemical examiner's report, which says there is no, toxic substance.
Yes.
So therefore, it is not a case where he was poisoned or
No.
So yeah, otherwise might have been a average healthy male on the date of arrest.
Lordship.
On what date they were arrested?
My lord, they have been arrested. Different dates, my lord. So far, the number one is concerned. The said person was arrested in connection with Balipur PS case number 13-23-7-2022. First
What
one,
date of death?
Abdul Razzaq.
Abdul Razzaq, date of death.
Is the register?
Date of death all.
And my lord, Gopal Chandra PS on 25-7-22, along with Hassan Swanso, O Dokhin Dinajpur. The accused person's date ko mara gelo.
He died on the
Died on
29th. Family was informed on 30th. Within a period of 10 days.
But then CID normally it's only the inspector who investigates. There's no higher authority. Please ask your officer.
Higher authority. Higher authority. Yeah, higher authority.
The superintendent of police is there. The DSP, SP.
This requisition has been filed by an association. By two. This is a public interest requisition filed by two petitioners. The first of whom is an organization called Association for Protection of Democratic Rights. And the second petitioner is, who is the second petitioner?
The secretary.
This is one Ranjit Kumar Sir, SUR, who is the secretary of the first petitioner organization. The petition has been filed for issuance of a writ of mandamus to forthwith hand over the investigation to the Central Bureau of Investigation for an independent inquiry into the cause of death of the under trial prisoners. According to the petitioners, the cause of death of 4 under trial prisoners was unnatural and suspicious, and they would allege that on account of injuries inflicted upon them after they were arrested and in police custody was the cause of death. Directions were issued in this petition from time to time, and pursuant to an earlier direction, the inspector of police CID, inspector of police from a criminal investigation department, West Bengal, had filed a report dated 21/8/2023. It is not in dispute that all the four persons who are since deceased were arrested on different dates in different case numbers. Registered with the Bariyapur police station, Bajibaj police station. And Mahestala police station. We have carefully perused after we have elaborately heard the learned senior advocate appearing for the petitioner and the learned senior government counsel for the state, and carefully perused the report submitted by the inspector of police from CID West Bengal dated 21/8/2023. We are of the prime facie view that the cause of death of the 4 under trial prisoners could not have been stated to be on account of their habitual usage to certain narcotic substances / drugs. We are of the prime facie view as upon going through the details furnished in the postmortem report of all the 4 under trial prisoners who died. The postmortem report clearly shows external injuries and which are evidence of vital reaction. Thus, we are unable to persuade ourselves to accept that the cause of death of the 4 under trial prisoners was on account of the fact that they were addicted to certain drugs or psychotropic substances. Therefore, we are of the view that the investigation has to be done by a senior officer, since the allegation is against the police officials. Thus, we are not satisfied with the report as drawn by the inspector of police from a CID West Bengal dated 21st August 2023, and therefore we scrap the said report, and the report stands accordingly set aside. Though the prayer sought for by the petitioner is to transfer the investigation to a central agency, we are not inclined to do so, since the matter can be inquired into by a higher official of the criminal investigation department of West Bengal. Therefore, we direct the Who heads the criminal investigation department? There is a DG,
The
ADG.
ADG Lordship.
We direct the additional Director General of Police, Criminal Investigation Department of West Bengal, to nominate an officer higher in rank than the rank of Inspector of Police from a CAD West Bengal to pass a fresh investigation into the death of the 4 under trial prisoners and proceed to take action in accordance with the law. It is a matter of record that the state has paid compensation of these 5 lakhs each to each of the families of the deceased under trial prisoners. The investigation officer, who is to be nominated by the Additional Director General of Police, CAD West Bengal, should be chosen in such a manner that the officer is an young and dynamic officer who will not be persuaded or swayed by any statements made earlier, but who will conduct a dispassionate inquiry into the matter, regardless of the fact that there are allegations against the officers of the police department of the West Bengal State Police. The investigation shall be completed within a period of 8 weeks from the date of receipt of the server copy of this order, and a final report be filed before the appropriate.
and since my learned friend was saying that on next Thursday he will come up with that report.
With regard to the, in this petition, a direction was issued on 22/8/2023, directing directing the DGP to issue necessary directive throughout the state to ensure that CCTV cameras, which have been installed in various criminal stations, are functional with appropriate recording device. The Learned Government Council reports that necessary directives have been issued and the order and direction has been complied with, but does not have a report. But a report as directed has not been filed. The direction issued on 22/8/2023 is to ensure that transparency is maintained, more particularly in police stations. And it was issued after taking a serious note of the matter that the CCTV footages in the Bajbaj police station could not be provided as the CCTV cameras are not in working condition. Therefore, it is for the Director General of Police to monitor the matter, and it's not for the court to advise such a senior officer as to how and in what manner the police stations have to function. Therefore, we are of the fond hope that the Director General of Police shall take serious note of this matter and invite periodical reports from the various police stations as regards the installation of CCTV cameras, its functionality, as well as the functionality of the recording device. In the event, if any of the police stations do not abide by the directions, disciplinary action shall be initiated against all those officers who are in charge of those police stations. Next.
Grateful, my lord. And the matter will come up after 8 weeks.
No, not required. They will file a final report.
My lord is disposing of the matter. No, great.